Now, I'm down by the Trent today. I haven't pike fished the Trent yet this season. This is my first time fishing it for pike. I've come down to a stretch that I know holds fish. And I'm not looking for real big fish. I'm not looking to pick off one or two. Just to start off the season, I'm just here to hopefully catch a few pike. So my setup today is pretty simple. It's what I always do on the Trent. I've got two rods out, both on floats, and I think this time of year floats are pretty essential in my pike fishing, and my reasoning for that is the pike do have a tendency, while the water's still fairly warm, the water's around 17 to 18 degrees currently, so while the water's fairly warm, they can get those baits down and pretty quick. And I'm not using huge baits today, I'm using sort of medium-sized sardines, so even a small pike could get that down its throat pretty quick. So I've got the floats up. The way I've got it, I've got the lines tight to them. So as soon as something picks that bait up, the float goes, the line pulls, and it'll pull out the clip and sound on the alarm. So even if I'm not looking at the floats, I know I can go straight over to the rods, something will have it, and I can set the hook pretty quick. And you'll see that, hopefully, if I do catch a fish. That's another thing. Because of the floats, I can see the bites very quick, and I like to get down to the rod as quick as possible and set the hook as quick as possible. So hopefully I can demonstrate for you today, while in these warmer months, I do act pretty quickly. So this is going to be my bait of choice today. Sardines, probably 4 to 5 inches long. There's a couple of bigger ones in there. I'm not too bothered about the size. All I'm bothered about is I know the bait works here. I've caught pike on sardines here. So hopefully this will catch us a few fish. I've got them on both rods. What I usually do when I come here is I'll have one on a sardine, one on a mackerel. But unfortunately I didn't have any mackerel. Just before I came, I literally took them out the freezer, put them in the pike bag, and that's all I've done. So, oh, hey up, I've got a bite. Yep, it's definitely pulling. So I'm just gonna get closer to the bank, make sure the clutch is tight. There we go. Fish on. So now I've hooked the fish, I can just loosen that clutch off a little bit. Make sure that if that fish wants to pull, it can. Just let that clutch go. If that fish wants to go, it's more than welcome to. Here he is. Oh, net's caught on the rocks. Here he is, in the net. There we go. So we'll get him on the mat, unhooked, and get him up to the camera. Well, here we are, first fish of the day. Literally came within 10-15 minutes of casting. Must have literally just dropped the rig on its head. Here it is, very lively, lovely looking pike. Not going to weigh this one, but what a fish it is. Absolutely perfect condition, there is not a mark on it. And those hooks, because I hit it quick, I didn't actually get a video of unhooking it because the hooks came out in the net, but those hooks were right in its scissor, just on the side closest to me. Right in the scissor, so they would have been easy enough to get out regardless. Just get him up like this. What a lovely fish. Let's get it back. What I'm going to do is just get it back on the back on the rest just because it's a bit shallow close in, isn't it? Here it goes. It's been rested. Just tip its nose over the net. And there it will go, and probably just sulk off in the edge somewhere, but pike often do that. Lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a bit of a step-by-step on how I like to put my dead baits on. So first of all, this is an old bait, so I'm going to cut this off, and what this is bait elastic. Now, when I'm using dead baits, especially sort of softer bait like a sardine, I like to put bait elastic on because it just keeps the hooks in and just allows me that sort of extra bit of reassurance that I know that the bait's presented, the hooks are in, and it's still easy enough to come out and go into a fish if one picks it up. So there you go, you can see I've just cut that bit of bait elastic off, got the first hook off. Now I'm going to go down the other bits, just being careful of not cutting the trace. And there you go, simple as that. I've cut the bait elastic off, and that bait's come off. So, as I mentioned, I'm using sardines. So let me just find one to use. This one looks nice. Here we go. Just like to take the ice off. These ones are already a little bit thawed out. So there we go. What I'll do is just get the bit of ice off the point of the barb there. So what I'll do is I like to have one hook down the body of the fish and one hook up at the tail. Pike generally like to eat things head first. So putting a hook, say, halfway down and one at the tail allows me to know that, well, it's also, I suppose it's more reassurance that those hooks aren't going to be deep down and deep hook the pike. So I put the one midway through first, so I sort of measure them out, figure out where they're going to go. So that one will go there, and that one will go about there. So I'll put this one in, just fold that in like that, and then put that one up at the tail. Might move that a little bit further down actually. So there we go. Both hooks are in lovely. Now let me show you how I do the bait elastic. So both hooks are in. Got my bait elastic here. They just come on a big roll. So the hook on the body of the fish, I find just below the hook, sorry, just below the eye of the hook, so the sort of crimp. And I'll go over that, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times, that's more than enough. Then what I'll do is, I'll hold the fish right at the tail, and I'll come over to here and do the second hook, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a few less times on that one. And then I'll bring it back, do a couple more over this, and then wrap the remaining round the hook there, and literally just pull that off. And there you go, there's the bait, and that's perfectly ready to cast out and hopefully catches a pike. So I'd just like to mention, while I'm here and waiting for a take, one thing that really gets on my nerves is litter. Now, you know, you'll see the odd piece here and there. It's not great. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great. You shouldn't do it. But this, I mean, this is terrible. The amount of litter here, I'm sure it's probably been seen in the video at some point. I'm just going to pick it up and take it home with me, because it's not right. You know, it's not right to leave all this stuff lying about. I mean, there's a pack of hooks here that I've found, size 23, tiny little hooks. And this is near enough a full packet. Now, that's terrible. You know, just being left on the floor, any little things can find it, and it's no good. So I'm going to get rid of these and get rid of everything else. Just goes to show, I mean, empty vape wrappers, empty packet there, another empty vape wrapper. Here's actually a lighter. It's not, doesn't work, it's broken, but it's no good. It doesn't need to be here. There's something here, whether it's line or, yeah, it looks like line. I'm not sure if there's a hook on it, but it's no good. So I'll put all of this in a bag, just take it home with me and put it in the bin. So it's now 4:15. I've just checked the time on my phone. I'm gonna give it till about 5 o'clock, and then I'll start looking about packing up. I've had one fish so far, so I'm not complaining too much. It was a lovely fish. I've caught what I've came here for. Obviously, it'd be nice to have another one or a couple more, but either way, I'm not complaining. Well, it's come to the end of the session now. As you can see, I'm bringing the rods in. Unfortunately, I only had that one fish, but on the bright side, I did have that one fish, so that's made the trip for me. As much as it would have been nice to have a couple more, beggars can't be choosers. Sometimes fishing can be hard. It's been hard today, but I had that one fish. So thank you all for watching, and I'm sure you'll see me again pike fishing or any other kind of fishing very, very soon.